Grabbing a position at the top of the economic food chain is not an easy task. Factors like the size of the population, standard of education, available natural resources, and the number of private investments are all key factors to consider. However, these factors also pose a great problem when ranking the world's greatest economies. So, many important institutions like the IMF rely on nominal GDP to rank countries' economies. In this video, we will be looking at the 7 largest economies in the world. Before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button below. And remember to click the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload our videos. Regardless of the negative impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, France has managed to cling to the 7th position of the world's largest economies with an estimated GDP of $2.9 trillion. As of the end of 2021, the GDP of France grew by 6%, thanks to its tourism sector, which is a key factor in its economic prowess. Notwithstanding, France is also a mixed economy that boasts of many private and semi-private industries. The country is also one of the biggest investors in the area of research and development. France's technological dexterity can be seen in the areas of nuclear power, shipbuilding, and chemical engineering. It is also home to the most number of Fortune 500 companies in Europe. For the past 2 centuries, France has managed to stay on the list of the top 10 largest economies in the world. The country has a population of 68,084,217 as of July 2021. With a fast-growing economy and estimated GDP of $3.05 trillion in 2021, the Republic of India ranks 6th among the world's largest economies. India's rising GDP comes from its ever-growing manufacturing technology and services. From the second quarter of 2021 to 2022, India's GDP grew by 8.4%. When it comes to the export of ICT services and business outsourcing, India is undoubtedly a key player. Since 2014, India has experienced steady growth in foreign direct investment inflow, thanks to key policy changes and implementation by the government. India has an estimated population of 1.4 billion people and produces around 3% of global output. The country is responsible for employing over 57 million people and is also the highest exporter of generic drugs. However, corruption and huge economic disparities pose a great challenge to India's growth. The United Kingdom comprises the regions of Scotland, Wales, England, and North Ireland and prides itself as one of the most globalized countries in the world. With a GDP of $3.12 trillion, the United Kingdom ranks 5th among the world's largest economies. It is dominated by the service sector, which makes up for about 80% of the GDP, especially in the financial service industry. Besides the financial industry, the manufacturing and agricultural sectors of the United Kingdom make up the 2nd and 3rd largest sectors of the country's economy. Germany has an estimated GDP of $4.3 trillion and ranks 4th among the world's largest economies. The GDP of Germany saw a 4.2% growth at the end of 2021 and is approximated to enjoy a 5.2% growth in 2022. As of January 2020, the country saw a decline in the population with a total population of 83,166,711. Germany remains the top exporter of machinery, automobile, and chemicals, and similarly boasts of more professionals in the workforce. The greatest challenge to Germany's economic growth is the low fertility rate, which makes it difficult to replace its fast-aging workforce. As we move to the top 3 largest economies in the world, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos. Japan is the 3rd largest economy in the world because of its strong manufacturing and export-oriented economy. Japan has a GDP of $5.39 trillion, having crossed the $5 trillion mark in 2019. The GDP enjoyed a growth percentage of 2.4 in the last quarter of 2021, which is a great improvement from -4.8% in 2020. The population of Japan as of October 1, 2020 was 125.88 million, which shows a decline in the population. One of the greatest challenges to Japan's economic growth is the rapidly aging population. At number 2 is China with a GDP of $14.4 trillion, with real growth of 2.3% in 2020. China is no doubt one of the fastest-growing world economies. With a consistent economic growth that continues to outperform that of the United States, China might be on its way to becoming the world's largest economy in years to come. China has a population of 1.4 billion and is the world's #1 exporter of manufactured goods. The greatest challenge to China's growing economy is its rapidly aging population. The United States maintains its dominance as the #1 largest economy with a GDP of $22.94 trillion. At the end of 2021, the United States enjoyed a GDP growth of 7.39% after suffering a negative blow from the pandemic in the preceding year. The economic service sector, which includes real estate, finance, healthcare insurance, and professional business services, is the largest contributor to the economy of the United States. The United States has a comparatively open economy that supports foreign direct investment and flexible business investments. While the United States will most likely remain #1 on the list, some of the main challenges to the economy are rising healthcare, economic inequality, the net cost of Social Security, and declining infrastructure. The United States currently has a population of over 332 million. What do you think about the rapid growth of the Chinese economy? Do you think China will overtake the United States as the world's largest economy in the coming decade? Do let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be the first to watch new videos on this channel.